Cal.
Hi,
Welcome to
Shabazz.
the
Welcome.
wonderful.
Sorry. Hello,
Thank
Eid
you. Thank you.
Mubarak.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wish you all the same.
Eid
Uh,
Mubarak,
Thank
I,
bhai.
you.
Eid
yeah.
Mubarak.
Thank you. Thank you
Shabazz,
so much.
before we start, I want to kind of talk about what you covered on Monday. It'll be a good recap, and then before you go into this next episode. So, you covered something really interesting. The topic for me was interesting because I was talking about this. We were having this full discussion at the weekend. It's like you just heard us and decided to talk about the whole thing around social media. So we were talking about how social media creates hype so fast through influencers and how the post emotional stories and how that influences people's decision and creates FOMO. And social media makes people buy emotionally. I will tell you, I know this because my daughter sees a viral mango ice cream on TikTok and suddenly she wants that ice cream, and I'm like driving around all over the place looking for this ice cream even though it costs 10 times more than the normal ice cream, right? So my question to you is, if big companies are using influence with millions of followers to create instant attention around their product, how do
Mhm.
companies like ours compete when we're building organically through community? And how do we actually compete? Yeah, that's my question. What do we do differently to the way we are building? What do our plan is to do anything different from that?
See, first of all, when we talk about our industry, when we talk about affiliate marketing, we don't worry about, marketing, worry about what is going trending, what is going viral. I mean, we are people who can make anything viral on this planet. We are the most strongest influencers that are living on this planet as affiliate marketers. We can turn every kind of sentiment into motivation. We can, you know, just like David used to say, we can sell feelings and sell dreams. So we are affiliate marketers. We know how to, if required, build the hype. If required, drive the traction. If required, influence the market also. If we look at historically, affiliate marketing companies, launching their tokens, they have done a lot of disruption in past as well. We have seen on coin market cap in top 50 tokens, I believe more than 50 tokens who have arrived in top 50. These were all affiliate marketing based product and opportunity tokens. How did they make it to top 50 with unicorns? This is the power of affiliate marketing. This is what we can do. So we are ourselves very self-sustainable individuals. I would say independent business owners who can change, who can uh, you know build hype, who can drive traction in any which way, whichever we want. Depending, it's regardless of the market movement. The sentiment, the whole concept that I wanted to bring out was with respect to the market, how market moves with the influence. But as far as your question is concerned, as to driving the product, bringing traffic to the product, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So bringing traffic to the product is not something that I mean we are concerned about. We know that millions of people will join when people develop their five levels, because every single profit cycle that distribute profits gives back to their five level structure. And that is, I think, money is bigger than motivation. Money is bigger than any hype or any such narrative that is built in the market. And I think just like we were able to, in couple of weeks, we were able to establish such a good, uh, you know, foundation for Rift. In couple of months, we will be establishing a different level of example in the market as to how a product that actually generates on a regular basis, cycle per cycle profits for users can potentially cause disruption in the market. And this is just the beginning with a bunch of features on Rift. Today, we are going to, in training, we are going to slowly, start looking at the future, what future functionalities we are looking forward to have in Rift. And with the upcoming functionalities, you and me, we can determine how incredibly disruptive product is being shaped. Also, on top of that, I think we when we do affiliate marketing, when we are engaged in this kind of community driven growth, there is no limit. Also, there is no such constraint when it comes to making taking product on the street. We can, I mean, we have done that in Boomerang. People were literally, kids, people of all the ages. They were in, in that kind of. Uh, they built the hype to sell
Mhm.
the licenses because the product was such. And so as long as the product is positioned strongly, we don't have to focus on especially pushing the product to the putting it on the viral side of the market in any way. Uh, any which way we are getting there organically as well, because there are no closed doors to enter into Rift. It's all open for everyone, even the uh, sorry, the whole manual trading with futures is open for everyone. Now we are going to open, so Monday, I was supposed to discuss about the gift and get license, but I could not do that. I was not prepared. So we are introducing, because now we are receiving a lot of tickets from organic traders who are coming on Rift and trading. So they basically want to, they are hearing about auto trading engine as well. They are hearing about 5 level distribution inside auto trading engine. So we received around 1200 tickets from not users who are not part of 3FO, to give them some way to buy or to enter into auto trading engine license. I don't know what you guys are doing, how you guys are promoting it, but we are receiving tickets. So we decided to introduce a feature of gift license and get license so that everything stays aligned inside Rift, because people you introduced, they are going to be under you. Once they get the license, they are binded under you inside the auto trading engine. If they gift a license, then they sign up under you and you buy them a license. You give them a strategy flow. So with this gift and get, I think we are going to, you know, do a lot of heavy momentum building in next couple of weeks. And I'm thinking of pushing it live probably by next week. We'll be ready. We tested it last week for 2 hours, and we just wanted to check the distribution, how gift and get works. It works perfectly. And the best part is, I don't know, I don't want to reveal everything today, but let's keep it as a surprise for everyone. And this will really make you guys run really fast. And you will realize how incredibly different we have positioned Rift as a individual product. And this is what I wanted to focus in leaders group today. When somebody asked a question about the whole ecosystem, how it is moving. So I just wanted to establish the clarity as to what we are focused on right now, and I am laser focused towards one single goal, that is positioning Rift into a billion-dollar product first. And I'm not talking about token yet. After positioning it properly, then we will enter into the discussion where we will discuss about, start talking about the token. RFT would be the first token that I will build against a product. And it's a cool utility product, and I would recommend and suggest everybody to go on a Hyperliquid. I will also train you. I will also give you all the tokenomics of Hyperliquid. But if you get time today, this is your homework. Everybody go and check Hyperliquid's tokenomics, please. How Hyperliquid gets liquidity. How token gets on growing every single cycle. Hyperliquid token is basically fueled by the fee that Hyperliquid collects, and it's in millions. So, the similar thought process, similar psychology in token, we are going to use born to die mechanism. We will introduce, and the token will be since the platform is making a lot of fee, so the token's liquidity is going to be backed by the fee that is collected as a utility by the platform. So token is going to grow in exponential speed, and I mean, yeah, let's wait for all the features to come, alive in shape, and then we start our narration on token. A token would be the ultimate thing that we will present, and I think with token we will be everywhere, every freaking where. So today's task is to go and read the tokenomics of Hyperliquid token, how Hyperliquid is under top 50, why Hyperliquid became viral. I think one of you had sent a
Yes.
video in the group. I was
Yes.
looking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at the tokenomics in detail. That was just a, overview of the tokenomics, why it's viral. But if you go on ChatGPT or go on Gemini, how many people are using Claude? Mhm. I think everybody should, start using Claude. Okay, so if you guys are interested in learning a little bit professional trading, or because after this with futures, we are going to go more complex in terms of trading. The uh, you know, next feature will be based on competitions, and it will be an option. I'm just giving you guys a hint, spilling some tea. We will be offering fully funded accounts on Rift to trade. So, uh, if you are a trader, you need to skill up, sh- uh, you know, understand how trading works, how it actually operates, how you can find the edge. You can make a lot of money in success fee, and you can share profits with us as a platform. And that's how we are going to fuel the token. So next up after HFT with copy trading is going to be prop trading. So another homework with Hyperliquid tokenomics, read about prop trading. In the coming few weeks, I'm already going to take you all through the whole learning as to what is prop trading. But since Lucky wanted to, I mean, Lucky is also moving towards Lucky Leaks, like Chantel. So, yeah, so prop trading is coming next. It is a process where you are, if you pass in a competition, if you basically pass the test and you testify that you meet certain criteria, you get a fully funded account and you trade on that. You take the profits and you share it with the platform. So we are going to do that on Rift. So a proper prop trading platform is being built in the background, and we are going to release a different web version. That is why, Chantal, I said we are doing iOS, Android, as well as web version. So a fully well structured, and Me and you, we cannot do professional trading, right? Then we will need, and traders will automatically come to our platform. You guys will hunt for traders in the market because you will get a lot of commissions for inviting them. So that is the agenda on which we are developing further, and that's why I'm not concerned about the marketing part as to how to position the product in the market. So this is what we are doing in terms of future development. I summarized everything that we are doing for the next 3 weeks. So let's start.
Amazing.
Mm,
Thank you, Shabazz.
mm. All right, everybody, thank Lucky later. Okay, let's go. So today we are going to go inside episode 12, the collapse cycle. It's nothing new that we are going to discuss, but eventually we are going to lead from this episode to the future concepts. So from today we are setting the tone into learning what is coming next. Why most traders eventually blow up their capital? Most traders are not destroyed by one bad trade, they're destroyed by repeated bad behavior. In the previous episodes, we learned about institutional behavior, AI infrastructure, psychology traps, market narratives, emotional participation, structured execution systems. But today we discuss most important realities in financial markets. Why most traders eventually collapse, not temporarily lose, complete collapse their capital structure. Because the truth is, most trading accounts do not fail because market was impossible. They fail because risk behavior eventually compounds against the trader. The same concept of losing 50%, then having to gain 100% more to come back at break even, and the cycle continues. The market does not need to destroy you quickly. One of the biggest misconceptions in trading is people often think accounts usually collapse instantly. In reality, most collapses happen slowly first, then suddenly. The collapse cycle often begins with, we will take example of the market also. We will talk about FTX, we will talk about Luna, Terra, everything. Uh, the collapse cycle often begins with small rule violations, emotional sizing, inconsistent discipline, leverage dependency, revenge behavior. Over time, risk compounds silently, and capital destruction is usually behavioral before it becomes mathematical. You don't even realize that you are losing it, and you start to get into that stress trading and aggressive trading where you have no idea that you are now moving against your own self in terms of you know revenge trading, or trying to overcompensate or trying to win over your loss. But the reality is, whenever you lose kind of 70-90%, you have to gain 900% more to overcome the losses. So starts with greed. Then the moment you enter into a greed cycle and you make little profits initially, you enter into over. This is a life of a retail trader. You enter into the overconfident phase, from where you start emotionally sizing your positions, you start over leveraging, and once you do that, because of over leveraging alone, your position, when it faces a small loss, it turns out to be a large one because you are leveraging very high. And once it happens on a very light note, on a very you know small or slow note, you get into stress and panic situation, and that's where the rapid collapse happens in your capital and you lose it and it's gone. And the leverage trap. Leverage is one of the most misunderstood tools in finance. Used professionally can optimize efficiency, used emotionally, it becomes destruction accelerator. Correct. This is the most, uh, you can say, dangerous element in trading, leverage. So if we look at the crypto futures liquidation during high volatility events, billions of dollars in leverage positions can be liquidated within hours. We all have seen Bitcoin crashes. We have seen FTX collapse period, major macroeconomic events, highly leveraged retail positions. They disappear rapidly and it's not possible to hold these positions or over leverage or to fill these positions and keep holding it. Leverage magnifies both opportunity and mistakes. So low leverage, it impacts with manageable volatility. Then moderate leverage, manageable risk. High leverage, elevated sensitivity. Very high leverage, severe sensitivity. Extreme leverage gives near instant liquidation. At extreme leverage, if you are sitting at 100x leverage with your order, if you even face, uh, you know, 5 to 10% of drawdown, basically, you are, you know, almost done. So this is a very risky game in which you are playing with fire. The higher leverage reduces your margin for the error. So it's a very, very, very risky game. Do not play this at home, kind of thing. Why overexposure destroys traders? One of the most common retail mistakes. Too much exposure in one direction. Same thing. Taking a trade of $1,000, one trade, taking five trades of $200 each, minimized risk, minimized, low risk, also structured execution. All these things I'm going to repeat again. Retail traders concentrate on capital heavily, overcommit emotionally, fail to diversify exposure, confuse confidence with certainty, and place one position that would take them towards financial freedom. Professional systems rarely behave this way. In Terra Luna collapse, many participants concentrated capital heavily, ignored the risk diversification, believed collapse was impossible. But when the system failed, billions of dollars of capital was disappeared in a moment. So concentration creates fragility. That's why the same thing we are going to repeat. Single large position versus diversified structure in different. I'm not talking about dividing the tickets of the trades. I'm talking about diversification of strategies as well. When there is allocation, just like hedge funds that we discussed last week in episode 9 about hedge funds, how they diversify the portfolio, how they allocate in different segments. They keep some cash as well as a reserve. So that's how a diversified structure can bring stability of participation with which can absorb volatility, and it can lead to the compounding effect in the results, and that's how users they compound. Otherwise it it is very difficult to compound when it is all about trading in huge volatile market. Only a few traders can compound. The mathematics of drawdowns. One of the most dangerous realities in finance, losses compound against recovery. The deeper the loss collapse, the harder survival becomes. Same graph. Uh, 50% loss takes 100% recovery. 70% loss takes 233% more to come at break even. 90% loss takes 900%, 90% more, sorry, 900% more to overcome and come at break even. So that's the harsh reality of capital recovery, which becomes impossible or something where which becomes irreversible for retail traders, and that's how they quit. From here, the only condition that is left is to take out 10% and be safe. Emotional sizing. Most traders do not size positions logically. The same logic of placing a position of $1,000, placing five of 200. They size emotionally. Position sizes often increase because of excitement, revenge behavior, fear of missing opportunity, overconfidence after wins. I mean, these days it is not very common, it is not prevalent. You can ask Gemini, you can ask trend analysis on AI. People are not doing this. Even professional traders are not doing this because of President of United States. He comes and says anything, and anything happens, and then it is very difficult and really challenging to be overconfident about market, or even feel the fear of missing out. One day they attack Iran, other day they do not. One day they try to capture Strait of Hormuz, other day they change their mind. So it's really unpredictable in terms of even getting into the probability of trying to take a risk. So it's very difficult now these days, and it is going to be more unpredictable in the future with more uh, you know, uh, industrial technology, with most artificially intelligent driven technology. It will be difficult to predict and to understand what is going to happen. And with this, competition is rising every single day. Real behavioral finance insight. Studies show after winning streaks, human risk appetite increases dramatically. This often leads to oversized exposure, reduced discipline, larger eventual drawdowns. But this is, as I said, this is not the general trend now. People are really scared. I mean, even professional traders, retail traders who are heavy lifters, they have started to abstain from doing all this. Even if they win, they sit silently because nothing is predictable now. Emotion changes position sizing faster than logic does. This is a fact. The same loop of emotional sizing. When you win, you gather a lot of overconfidence, and then you start playing larger. And once you start playing larger, you are exposed in a larger way because your positions are large, your leverage is large, and the moment you face even a small loss with high leverage, it basically gives you a handsome drawdown. And when you face a drawdown, you are in panic. And when you are in panic, you start revenge trading, and again, it's gone till here. And then you start again. If you don't, then new people, new traders, they start again. So, liquidation psychology. Liquidation events are not only financial, they are psychological collapses. When traders experience rapid losses, liquidation events, extreme volatility, brain enters into panic response, emotional paralysis. This is for real. Irrational recovery behavior. And everything is a fancy when brain enters into a panic response behavior. At the time of FTX collapse during rapid crypto market decline, massive liquidation cascades occurred. Retail panic accelerated volatility. Um, Emotional exits intensified price movement. This created systematic emotional contagion. The market becomes most dangerous when fear spreads faster than information. This is when people panic sell, and they not only panic sell, they sometimes they get their accounts completely blown. In that rage, in that fear, in that exposure, they start to place short orders, and then market moves up for a bit because of few people trying to, especially smart money, trying to intervene. And then these short positions, they also liquidate, and people, the retail becomes liquidity. In short, nothing happens in the market. Every result is eventually retail becoming the liquidity of the market. So this is a liquidation cascade model in which how liquidations compound volatility and amplify market moves. When volatility spikes, leverage liquidation, they happen in a very big way, because the positions which are leveraged at 40x, 50x, even 1% loss leads to a lot of damage, and then having to be, held by more liquidity, more capital. And the moment trader puts more capital, they get into more fear, more irrational thinking to, you know, to speculate basically what is going to happen next. And the moment human brain enters into speculation, uh, the whole market collapses because everybody does the same. Every single holder of the asset does the same. And if everybody does it, then it becomes a huge volatility event in which there is heavy liquidation. Similar thing happened when Trump dumped the Trump coin in front of us. So, very recently, why aggressive trading eventually collapses? Aggressive trading can create temporary excitement, but long term survival requires stability. That is the reason why alpha flow is not aggressive. I especially took time and did a couple of episodes on how these flows they work, how they balance it, and how funds are allocated, reallocated in all the three flows. Despite of being allocated to alpha flow, sometimes the funds are traded in micro flow as well. The goal is to bring profit. The goal is not just to bring or do aggressive trading. It is not temporary. It is not permanent. We know that. So long time term survival requires stability. Higher aggressive systems eventually face volatility, expansion, emotional instability, correlation shocks, compounding drawdowns, liquidity events. This is why many traders perform well temporarily, then disappear. Of course, same thing happens with everybody, even with me also. It happens. I perform for a short term very good, in a very good way, and then I blow up. The moment I face like 20% or something losses, and then I give up. I'm like, okay, it's not for me. Short term aggression often destroys long term participation. Let's take real example. Many retail traders during the bull market meme cycles, leverage expansions appear highly profitable until market conditions change, and then they become liquidity of the smart money. Very simply. How professional systems avoid collapse. Institutional systems are built differently. They assume losses will happen. Professional systems focus heavily on exposure control, portfolio balancing, volatility management, capital reserves, structured participation, not emotional prediction. Professionals built for survivability first. Uh, Capital preservation, the concept that we discussed in the third episode of Before We Quit, the survivability with the capital preservations. Why institutions, why hedge funds, they do not seek uh, constant high profits. They are basically focused on preserving the capital first, then it automatically compounds because the capital is preserved for a long term. And that's why they never fail. They end up showing same example we took with S&P 500. S&P 500 fundamentally made more, gave more returns than the retail traders for the last 10 years because it basically the whole 500 best stocks, they worked on capital preservation. So as a market overperformed the traders because it focused on capital preservation, not on instant or quick profit, mechanism. Professional risk structure. The similar structure which we apply in Rift, the exposure control, risk limits, diversification, reserve allocation, volatility protection, structured participation. All that reduces a lot of risk and diversifies and balances the uh, exposure and keeps you safe, keeps the capital safe. How Rift approaches structure differently. Rift was designed around participation structure, not emotional trading behavior. Rift architecture introduces distributed flows, structured execution cycles, capital participation systems, multi layer allocation environments, controlled participation architecture through alpha flow, smart flow, micro flow. The objective is not emotional intensity, the objective is sustainable structure. So if we look at the layers, we have swipe execution, we have all the flows, we have auto engine, AI participation layer, structured capital cycles, on-chain infrastructure, which allows the smooth uh, risk managed or professional risk structured participation with Rift. And once we come into the deployment of the upcoming prediction layer on swipes, uh, we will we are definitely pushing towards the improved success rate in trades on swipes as well. So that is something which is very promising to me in terms of motivating users to manually trade more than relying on auto trading engine, or to even this is how our traders, our users will shape their skills and be ready for prop trading. And that is what we are trying to establish in terms of creating a good environment for users to be ready, be prepared for the professional version of themselves. When it comes to upscaling the product with time, we want to upskill the users also and turn all the users into a batch of very professional traders who can not just who are not just relied upon the auto trading engine, but can sufficiently make a lot of money with manually trading as well as participating in prop trading platform. So the next evolution of structured participation. Financial infrastructure is evolving rapidly, and one of the next major transitions already emerging inside modern market is the convergence of high frequency execution environments, intelligent participation systems, structured copy trading infrastructure, AI assisted capital allocation. Traditional retail participation still depends heavily on manual reaction, isolated execution, emotional positioning, delayed decision making. But future infrastructure is moving toward synchronized execution systems, high speed participation architecture, intelligent strategy replication, scalable copy based environments. The future will not simply be around about trading faster. It will be about participating through smarter execution ecosystems. And we have seen this in previous episodes about how evolution of execution is changing with time, how AI came into existence, how high frequency trading, copy execution networks, and autonomous capital ecosystems are being built for the future. And by 2030, by end of this decade, we'll be able to see and use autonomous capital ecosystems in which completely automated ecosystems will run without human interference. How Rift sees this the next phase. At Rift, structured participation is only the beginning. The next phase of expansion focuses on combining high frequency execution infrastructure, intelligent strategy environments, scalable copy participation in systems, adaptive capital movement structure. This creates an ecosystem where participation becomes faster and more connected, and increasingly infrastructure driven. The future of finance is shifting from isolated traders to interconnected execution systems. In the next episode 13, we are going to get into the liquidity illusion, why markets move towards pain before opportunity, plus special deep dive on the future of high frequency participation copy execution infrastructure, which we are introducing next, which you saw for one day as a feature on Rift. Then we hid it. So next topics are going to be stop loss hunting, liquidity sweeps, institutional entry behavior, market maker mechanics, false breakouts, emotional trap zones, why retail traders get shaken out before moves happen, high frequency execution systems, copy trading evolution, synchronized strategy participation, infrastructure driven execution environments. Thank you so much for joining episode 11. I will see you all in 12. And 12 onwards, we are going to start talking about the features precisely as to what we are introducing. And this will not be covered directly once you once we will have it deployed fully. I will cover it directly on the tech as to how it works. But in the upcoming lessons, I'm going to talk about the wide concept as to why we did that and how we did that technically, and what was the uh, you know need, or why we uh, tried to be inclusive with multiple strategies into one, to ensure that we not only create a good trading environment, but also we create an environment where traders, affiliate marketers, novice traders, professional traders, every level of skilled traders can come together and can participate. And I think in next couple of months, we are going to start organizing events and hackathons in which we will have heavy participation of traders from different parts of the world. When we launch prop trading, we will be seeing a different mindset as to how, uh, basically, my agenda is to, kind of diversify affiliate marketing with, giving opening doors for other, segments of society, like professional traders, like students, like people who not only resisted but could not understand affiliate marketing, how it could be done, how it is, how it can be done with a real product, how it can be done simply without understanding the level program, how without understanding the binary plan, level plan, everything. We have simplified everything in such a way that uh, not required to be learned but can be taken advantage, kind of setup in affiliate marketing. So, I mean, you all can understand and visualize where we are heading towards in terms of positioning Rift as a product, as a gigantic product, and then, of course, token. Thank
That's
you.
really good to hear about the prop trading, Shabazz, because a month ago I was talking to some professional traders and they
Mhm.
asked me about this question. At that time, I didn't know what prop trading was because when they asked me, I was like, I'm not sure what that is. So I had to do research and check what the prop trading is. And I think it's, as you said, now you're opening doors to different markets, attracting different market, which is really, really good. And so how long you think it'll be? And also, I'm assuming the prop trading will only be offered as for manual trading, right? Nothing to do with the auto engine side.
No, no, no. It will be manual trading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably by June end, we will begin. We will start the whole thing.
Okay,
It's
good.
already being tested. Everything is ready. Uh, HFTs are ready, performing. I will share in our leadership group some profits that I've generated with HFTs. I was able to, in one strategy, I was able to generate 120% profit in small fraction of time. And it's really crazy. That's why I was talking about the success fee and the whole agenda of keeping the network close with these strategies. So the entire thing is moving towards a very different, unimaginable direction.
It's fantastic. Chavez, I had a question. I think I know the answer, but it'd be good to know. So, in terms of auto trading engine, if someone has, say, in the auto trading engine, someone has a capital of $10,000, they want to know if the whole of their $10,000 been used for trading in that 24-hour cycle, or do we keep some in a safety?
I mean, not necessarily all, because we have diversified structure. Just like hedge funds, we keep some capital also safe, and we allocate according to the different you know, let's say today the crypto market is less volatile, stock market is more volatile, so more focus will be towards stock market. That's why you always see different you know, transaction trails in your auto trading engine. And very soon, when we have the buy and sell loop, then you will understand the strategy of auto trading as well. That's what I wanted to establish faster, but in terms of technology, it is very heavy to implement. That's why it's taking time. Once it is done, then you guys will improve in manual trading as well a lot. So that is the whole. I mean, we allocate the capital like a structured fund in different segments, not just so such capital is allocated to crypto, such to stocks, such to commodities, such to forex, and then some is left for cash reserve to ensure that you know, nothing is blown away. So it's a diversified, structured execution.
All right, thank you.
And as I said, not necessarily you signed up for one flow, so it will be only
Yeah,
be consumed by one flow. It is all one and one in
yeah,
all.
yeah.
So the goal is to bring profits any which way.
Yes, that's really good. Thank you, Chavez. Joe, back to you.
Amazing. The education that we're getting here, certainly from my point of view, is just invaluable. I wonder, Chavez, with all of the education you provided over the last 11 episodes, how does any retail investor plan to make profits in the retail world? From everything that you've shared with us, the odds are stacked so heavily against the retail trader. It's a wonder that any of them actually make any profit.
I mean, you tell me about you. How's your portfolio in manual trading?
I don't have a portfolio in manual trading. I have my life portfolio is when I put money into something, it's gone. Like your video, it's gone. That has been my experience in trading. Quite some
Exactly.
years, a few years back now, quite some years back now, I had a car accident and I got a a relatively good amount of compensation from the insurance, and I used £5,000 of that in a IG in a company called IG, who was giving me, and you have an app, and they tell you to invest in this and have a 3% stop loss, and da, 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 da. And within I think 3 weeks, all $5,000, all £5,000 was gone. Now I
So,
didn't bleed about that because that was insurance money; it didn't come out of my pocket, so
mm,
I wasn't overly concerned. I was prepared to take the risk.
yeah. So that is the story of every retail trader, I would say.
Yeah, it seems almost impossible for anybody, especially when you look at how quickly the volatility can change. That
Mhm.
volatility, it's not a volatility of over a few hours, it's volatility over a moment. It turns,
And
in the crypto space, it can turn in a second.
mm, till now, I've been educating everybody. I've been focusing on why retail was not successful, why retail traders individually could not succeed. But now I will start, you know, putting more focus towards teaching as to how you can be successful, you know, manually with our tools, with the environment that we have built. So with copy trading, with HFTs, I mean, you all will have a different edge and different understanding as to how it can, because in high frequency trading that we're introducing, there will everything will be on chain, and you'll be able to visualize which HFT has got which profits out of which transaction. So it will be very you know, good and a learning trend for the users. Let's say in the whole day you traded with $50,000. So you will have a sample size of, let's say, 10,000 transactions in front of you that made profits for you. So you'll be able to learn and understand. So, and also few people will be able to develop their own little strategy with this understanding. And that's when we will launch prop trading. We will train you first, we will make you all ready to go for war, and then we'll send you for war with all the
I
arms.
mean, we all die. We,
Love it. Can't wait.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
I was just looking up. I just looked up on AI what prop trading is, and I'll be
Mhm.
interested in that lesson because I don't fully understand how that will be implemented for us. But yeah, it'll be an interesting lesson.
So coming few weeks, we are going to do the same. So I think 2 or 3 weeks from now, you all will be experts in at least the understanding as to how high frequency with copy trading can work, and how prop trading works, how you can create, how you can bring people, at least uh, the knowledge which you need right now as to what is prop trading and how to bring on board such people who can do so, and how to basically give you guys a special edge in terms of what you can potentially do for bringing these people up. I mean, against bringing these.
Chavez, so if we are saying we might introduce prop trading by end of June, so don't they have to then kind of start trading? Isn't it they have to qualify for something for
Yes,
that?
they have to
So isn't
qualify.
it better for them to come on board and start doing something
Yes,
before it's launched?
exactly, exactly. So that's what we are going to. So in coming few weeks, I'm going to set the whole ground, and then you guys will start narration, and that's how we will attract a lot of traders on board. They will start trading with swipes, and that till that time, swipes are going to have prediction layer that would
Mm.
be even better, and then we are already having a manual side in futures. And by that, I'm projecting our web version will be live. So you will have a website, uh, web app in which you can trade manually. So everything we are doing in that alignment so that the entire understanding is built and then the tool is given.
Excellent. Very good. Right. Thank
Chavez,
you, Joe.
Chavez, do you remember back in the day the Microsoft paperclip?
Sorry,
The Microsoft paperclip.
Microsoft Paperclip. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
whenever you did anything on Microsoft, you always got the little paperclip with handy
Paperclip.
hints in the
Uh-huh.
corner. You remember that?
Uh-huh. I remember that.
And following that, there was an era where that paperclip became a small animated human doing, pointing to things. I
Uh-huh.
wonder if there's place on Rift for a Rift trading for beginners, a basic trading platform with Chavez AI perhaps, or Shiba Joe AI in the corner, offering helpful hints, helpful tips, helpful
Uh-huh.
considerations. What do you
I
think?
would, what I would do, let's say we have 100 people attending these training sessions. I can train all 100 of you in couple of weeks to build an AI tool for yourself using Claude. And you
I
can
would
do
love
that
that. Yeah.
with just, you do prop trading with you do HFT participation with strategies, you take transaction hash, feed into your tool, and it will learn, it will give you strategies, and you plug it with the real market and it will suggest you. So we can do a couple of sessions on Claude, and you all can do that. It's very convenient, and I would say it is a retail product.
Amazing.
Everybody can use Claude. So once we finish HFT, once we finish prop trading, no, before we do that, while we do prop trading understanding, we will start every week once a Claude training program in which we learn how to use Claude. And I think that would make everybody skilled enough to develop and train their own agents to do that. And that
That'd be
would be
incredible.
impressive if you go in the market and pitch somebody to onboard and you show them, this is what I do. This is what my company teaches me to do. This is what I, you know, casually just do it for trading. And you can participate in prop trading exercises also using that agent. And that would give you, and if you qualify, I have decided we will not keep, I mean, usually prop trading platforms, they charge fee also to participate in the competitions, in the participation, but I have decided we will keep it very low or we will not keep it. That I have not decided yet. We develop the feature first, then we decide that. But it's going to be very small so that every single skilled person on this planet can participate easily. And once you are in, you have no idea with the levels you are going to scale up. That's why we have X points inside the Rift. We did it. We did everything from the beginning in terms of building the product to the scale that we are ready. So we have the whole foundation to scale it up at that level. So a prop trader will be scaling up, 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 and then they will get bigger and bigger capital to trade with, and they can make huge money.
Incredible.
So it's going to be really very interesting.
Let's see if Chantal or Rajiv would like to speak.
Look, I'm just throwing another week Chantal leaks in Chavez because you started with Claude. I have been thinking, how can we make a combination between Claude and BTCC?
Uh-huh.
Because you
Play with Claude. It will give you really good suggestions. I mean, it's really crazy. Spend, I think, um I spend a lot of time with Claude these days. I've
know,
been, spending a lot of time with Claude. I've been,
they've changed the industry within a month. Like you
yeah,
are changing the industry within a month. So I see you
right.
as Claude of DeFi, you know?
It's crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, everything that we do, it's giving. And when you give it, I will show you how you can open it up.
Mm,
When you give AI such commands of freedom of, suggesting you options, give you the opportunity to think and suggest you, then it does magic.
yes,
So it's really crazy. We'll do that. We'll do a deep dive into Claude.
great.
Mhm.
I think Dennis wanted to say something. Dennis, I'm going to unmute you if you want to put your hand up again.
Hi. Just wanted to say that Joe knows that I created the NFT transfer and the bus transfers, and I did it with Claude.
Oh, you
Oh,
use
amazing.
Claude?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yes,
I Claude assisted me on that. So yeah.
you can do everything, my friend, with Claude. I mean, you guys can be, you know, can run your own assistants, agents with Claude and uh, people who, I mean, if 50 out of 100 people who come to Zooms regularly can properly learn Claude, then you guys can recruit maybe, you know, 50K, 10K people each with marketing strategy that Claude can give you, with the funnels it can build for you. You guys have no idea what you guys are ignoring. So we will do that definitely. So
I think
once,
that has to be a priority, Chavez, for you to teach us that.
of course,
Uh,
yes.
Honestly, I've started that.
Dennis, maybe you can train us. That'd be good.
It's just, I mean, I'm doing it with the prompt, just the prompt commanding Claude. So it depends on how we do the prompt to
You
create everything.
you ask Claude to teach you Claude. You can also do that.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, that's
Uh,
all the prompt that you wanted to say to Claude is the same.
uh,
Yeah,
Claude will teach you how to use the Claude. It's very
yeah.
easy.
Amazing.
And
All right. Thank you, Joe. Do you want to
Yes,
close if for nothing else? Yeah.
amazing. Chavez, priceless. Can't wait till Monday now, isn't it? It's Friday. Yes. So the next episode is going to be on Monday. That'll be episode
Friday.
13.
No,
Right. Oh yeah. No,
Friday.
today's Wednesday, isn't it? See,
Wednesday.
I'm wishing my week away. I'm wishing my week away. It's going to be Friday in 2 days.
Uh,
So next episode 13 on Friday. Make sure you are here. Don't miss out. Look at the conversation we're having. Look at the possibilities. Look at the tea that Chavez has spilt, the spoilers, the previews, and the opportunities that is being brought to us as this part of this community. You know, as I've said many, many times, the road to success is a long and windy road with many potholes. But as long as we keep turning up, as long as we keep envisaging the future, and as long as we keep understanding the vision of what Chavez is creating, then it is not just a possibility, it is a certainty that we will reach that destination and that we will all enjoy the success that comes with perseverance, that comes with consistent long term effort and understanding. So make sure you're here on Friday for the next session. And of course, tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. UK time for business presentation. Remember, plug and play system here designed to help you to grow your community. A place where you can bring your new prospects, where they can see a professional presentation. And tomorrow we'll have an excellent presenter in Chantel. She's going to give you the very best presentation. So your prospects can really see and understand the vision of what we are bringing to the world. When others only bring disappointment, we are bringing hope. So see you tonight. Oh, also, if you want to see the replay of this, make sure you join Carl and I tonight at midnight UK time.